My duties are to my family. But I am loyal only to myself. Hey guys, welcome to Rogue Legacy. It's probably my favorite roguelike game, or one of my favorite indie games actually in general. So you play a knight here who is, I don't know how to really describe it, trying to figure out who you are and why you are here other than to collect treasure. But it's very interesting because it has a lot of charm and the controls are very fluid and it makes you feel very skillful. So, the enemy attacks make you think. Every room makes you think of how you can complete it without taking too much damage. Oh, this is so. There's two ways. I have it so there's a hold down and have space. I have it that disabled where anytime you press down, you will attack and drop through. I just find it better that way. Find the game's I just find it my preferred control style. Like, so the main reason is when you're doing this, you have to hold down and press D, which can create troubles in some situations. So I just like pressing down. You guys won't see the difference, obviously, because you can't see my key presses, but I recommend if you play this game. However, you can play it however you want. It's okay. Here we go. Should we? Start your legacy. So we will. So here, we are playing as Sir Lee. So Sir Lee is your first knight. He always starts off. So you currently have no unlocks. It's a very. It has a very interesting system. You pretty much have a like, pretty much your sons and daughters are your lives, but your sons and daughters carry off where you left. So you continue to build on your legacy. That's where the term rogue is more like the roguelike, but legacy really is a game where it builds on itself. Each hero or each knight hopefully added something to your overall thing. This is the map. It's the same. So this is the map you discovered, and this is the map. We have three main areas here. We have the castle, which is the easiest area, the forest, which is the second easiest area, and then the tower and the dungeon being the hardest. Each has a we'll call a boss, which corresponds to the four corners here. So once you defeat all four bosses, this door will open and you can defeat the demon. Not as easy, and you will also find these logbooks, which chart your your history or how the game is running. So, journal entry 1. Treason! An assassin has wounded my father, the king. To bring order back to the kingdom, he has sent my siblings and I on a quest to save him. Together we ventured into the Cursed Woods and entered Castle Hampstead. This cursed castle has stood on the edge of the woods since time immemorial. The rumor will say that within it dwells an item which will cure any ailment. Tonight I will get a head start over my brothers and sisters and set forth on my quest while they lay asleep. To fail this quest would be an embarrassment to my name. So here, this is the first kind of enemy. He has a basic attack, and you want to attack him, obviously, when he can't hurt you. So here, there's a wall. Stop. So we have a choice: upper, left. May as well go left. Okay. So there's a kind of a strategy of not destroying any furniture until late in the game. So because furniture can drop health restoring items, those can go through the wall. So There's several ways. If you look, that has 2 entrances. I might just wait to see if we can get one of those entrances. I play this game very strategically. You gotta take your time, you can't rush through it. If you rush, you die. This is kind of the best thing. Swing at any picture you see, always. Pictures are evil. So after enough bounces, those will kill themselves, but not yet. Also, if we press A, we have an ability which throws a dagger. It's kind of one of the weaker attacks, but it is useful in certain situations. Oh. So I'm jumping enough to come over that. Oop. So we took a little bit of damage. So we have to either get in vampirism, which is a really good skill. We will not get till later in the game though. So we kind of have to just. Oh shit. So we're already at half health, which is bad, but it's kind of our first incarnation, so we don't have a lot of health or armor yet. So I'm gonna go this way. Oh, yeah. So those go through the walls, those bolts. Enemies will also sometimes drop health. I'm gonna dodge the bone as it comes down. So that's, of course, MP. We haven't used any MP yet, so it didn't really restore anything, but... Anyway, we'll continue the story. Journal entry 2. Although I'm the eldest child, I am not my father's favorite. I have always known he planned to leave me with nothing. But if I find the cure, everything will change. The victor will earn nothing less than the throne upon his passing. Upon my ascension, my wife and my children shall move back to the royal quarters, back to the royal city, where we once again will be treated with the respect we deserve. No longer will we stand for the gossip and petty slander of our cousins. There the duke shall bow as we pass. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I must keep my priorities clear. Conquer the castle, find the cure, collect my reward. So here... Okay, I'm just gonna jump over it. How those work is, as soon as you touch them, they activate. So, we'll hit him with that guy. The best way is just to jump, and hit him, and he attacks. So for the first couple lives, what I try to do is just get money. And items, I guess. You get blueprints from chests. This might have a blueprint. No, this one just had money in it. Which we kind of want to have blueprints right now, but money doesn't hurt. There's a lot of stuff we can buy early on. That was kind of dangerous, but we made it. This question mark means there's something in this room, which is just that book, so. Okay, so this room is empty. Okay, so that's a mini boss, so let's look at him again. He is quite strong, but if you defeat him, you get a special item. And it may be an item that gives you help on your whole quest. Okay, here, if you look, there's a really small item here. That's a hole only a dwarf can go through. I haven't got through that yet, but I'll explain it a little bit more later, but just remember that right now we can't get through that hole. That was close. Money. On the map you can always see where there's chests. There's a chandelier there. You always want to break everything because anything could have food in it. You can't duck or anything. So. Okay, so this is the castle. We definitely do not want to be in the castle. Okay. So, left one always has food, right one always has mana, so there's no point breaking that. If we hit this, we can teleport to any of the teleporters. When you have 2 teleports, there's always a teleport at the beginning, and there's always teleporter, well, wherever you found them. One useful thing is if you left all your stuff intact, you could go back there to get health back. This is also, the reason why this is here is a gateway room between this room and this room. So, any room that's connected to a new part of the castle will have a gateway room like that where you're guaranteed to have a chicken, which will give you health. So, we actually could have teleported back, but we'll just walk. The good thing is, we could teleport back to the beginning and it would be quicker to walk back there, but it's not a big deal. It's not a very long walk in either way. One thing we can do, no, you can't quite reach them. If you get, I think there's a different sword that has a longer range. I might be lying to you. Which you can kill those guys, however you can't collect the item anyway, so it's not a big deal right now. Oh yeah, we're in this room and it was kind of dangerous. No, we got defeated. It's alright. Okay, so now that becomes a picture and we press enter to move on. So press enter, we now see we had Johannes, the legendary knight, which I think you always have a hero there, I can't remember how that works. And then you get Sir Lee, who was our most recent knight. Now we get to pick one. So there's 2 kind of different, I don't know, okay. Well, each character has certain things. It has strength, which is ability it hits, defense, and like a speed kind of like critical stat. So knights are well rounded and good at everything. Barbarians have a lot of health but can't do as much damage. Each one also has an ability. So Savant, you're very talented with a few issues. What happens is every time I use my ability, it changes. Okay? The Barbarian, no peripheral vision, I can't see in 3D. And then the Mage, HP and MP are swap, who knew? So that's actually quite good because the Mage has low HP but higher MP. So just to show you that, I'm gonna pick the Mage. Mage has less health, less damage as well. Okay, so we got the blacksmith. We can now get better equipment and armor, but I'm mostly gonna focus on health up. Remember? Okay, so this is our first like main update. If we use a knight, we can block damage. You have to use all your money, else you have to give it to Chiron, the Lord of the Underworld. Oops. I'm gonna quickly exit the manor and see if there's anything I can buy from this guy. So he's just saying he can build stuff for us if we bring it to him. So may as well get that. And we have exactly 100 that. So what that did is it's a sword that pretty much you can equip as much as your weight is. So this sword gives 7 damage, which is very useful, and we don't need a blueprint for it. Doesn't look like we can afford any of the other stuff. So, which was perfect. We're spending exactly the amount of money we have. Okay. So class update, pound for brilliant fairs, or to block blows from any direction, which it can be useful. And then equip up. This is a useful ability. Increases your carry capacity, which you're gonna need later on, because the items are. Oops, shit. We just wasted that. Oh well, we'll get more mana. So. Oh yeah. In this area, you can use your ability without wasting mana. So this ability, it places the sword down. It doesn't block attacks, but if an enemy walks into it, they'll get damaged. It's really good for Shirites and other flag things. If you also look, our sword looks a little different than it did last time. So. So, but here guys, we will call it an episode here, and we'll be back later for more Rogue Legacy. Thanks guys.